Shabbat Shalom, Gabriel, Israel, praise the mighty God, brother. Oh, yeah. Shabbat Shalom, Mario Jefferson, praise the mighty God. Shabbat Shalom, Flores 2212, praise the mighty God, sister. Come on. Shabbat Shalom. My name is Peeler. I don't know that. Oh, that's a new name. Mm-hmm. Well, Shabbat Shalom, or brother or sister. I don't know if you're a brother or sister. It's pronounced Peeler. Oh, Pele. Okay, like the clothes, but Pele. Oh, okay, good to know that. Yeah, yeah, Pele. I know what the Pele, yeah, clothes is. Yeah, I'm familiar with Pele. Shabbat Shalom, Drew, glad he prayed the mighty Yah, sister. Mm-hmm. Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahuda ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all glory, praise, and works to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's topic, we're going to learn something about Moses and JC. We're going to find out who Yahweh loved the most. Did he love Moses more than he loved JC, or did he love JC more than he did Moses? So we're going to learn something today, since everybody in the world want to put JC on this pedestal, that he's this, he's that, he's this and that. So we're going to find out today whether it's true or false. But I want to start off with Moses first, the most important. Let's go to Exodus chapter 1. Exodus 1. Dealing with Moses. Let's see. Okay, Exodus chapter 4, verse 1. Chapter 1, verse 1.
Exodus chapter 1, verse 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. For Joseph was in Egypt already, and Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramesses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
Hardship, hard slavery, rigor.
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and in brick and in all manner of service in the field. All their service when they made them serve was with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, When ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
Now that's what the new king wanted them to do: kill our firstborn of the males.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared Elohim and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them.
See, the midwives listened to Yahweh; they didn't listen to Pharaoh.
But saved the men children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, Why have ye done this thing, and have saved the men children alive? And the midwives said to Pharaoh, Because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Therefore Elohim dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared Elohim, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, Every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive.
Okay, now read.
Exodus chapter 2, verse 1. And there went a man of the house of Levi and took to wife a daughter of Levi, and the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months.
Now this was Moses we talking about right here.
And, and when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and with pitch, and put the child therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river's brink.
And the reason why she had to get rid of Moses because they at this time they was killing all the males. Read.
And his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children."
See, she knew this was a Hebrew child. She knew. Read.
Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may cause the child for thee? That she may nurse the child for thee." And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." And the maid went and called the child's mother. And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages." And the woman took the child and nursed it. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses. And she said, "Because I drew him out of the water." And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens. And he spied an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, one of his brethren. And he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian.
And Moses killed the Egyptian because he was messing with his brother.
And hid him in the sand.
And when Moses killed him, he put him in the sand, buried him in the sand, rather.
And when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrews strove together. And he said to him that did the wrong, "Wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?" And he said, "Who made thee a prince and a judge over us? And intendest thou to kill me as thou killedest the Egyptian?"
See how the haters do these haters now.
And Moses feared and said, "Surely this thing is known."
Everybody know now.
Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses.
Now Pharaoh was going to kill Moses.
But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian. And he sat down by a well.
Remember that Moses had a warrant out for they had going to kill Moses if they had found him in Egypt. Everybody was looking for him to kill him. Read.
Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. And the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock. And when they came to Reuel their father, he said, "How is it that ye are come so soon today?" And they said, "An Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us."
Now, why did they think Moses was an Egyptian? Because Moses had Egyptian clothes and pearls on. He was dressed like an Egyptian, even though he was black now, because the Egyptians is black and Moses was black. So they knew he was black, but they didn't know. But why he was dressed up, they knew he was Egyptian. So they thought, read.
And watered the flock. And he said unto his daughters, "And where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Call him, that he may eat bread." And Moses was content to dwell with the man. And he gave Moses Zipporah his daughter, and she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom.
Now you notice they had sex in the Old Testament to have babies. Now in the New Testament it's something different. Read.
For he said, "I have been a stranger in a strange land." And it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of bondage, and they cried, and their cry came up unto Elohim by reason of the bondage. And Elohim heard their groaning, and Elohim remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And Elohim looked upon the children of Israel, and Elohim had respect unto them.
All right, 3-1.
Exodus chapter 3, verse 1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of Elohim, even to Horeb. And the angel of Yahweh appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed.
It was not burned up.
And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. And when Yahweh saw that he turned aside to see, Elohim called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here am I.
Now Moses talking, Yahweh talking to Moses now.
And he said, Draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground.
He told Moses to take your shoes off because where you standing is the holy ground.
Moreover, he said, I am the Elohim of thy father, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob.
He said, I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I'm not the God of the Christians, the Muslims, and the Gentiles, and nothing like that. I'm the God of Abraham. Read.
And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon Elohim.
That's right, out of respect.
And Yahweh said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt.
I've seen the slavery, the hard bondage of my people, just like he's looking at us now in America. He see the burdens who are upon us. Same thing he saw in Egypt, he see today.
And have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters.
And Yahweh hearing our cry right now today.
For I know their sorrows.
And Yahweh know our sorrows right now today.
And I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians.
And he gonna come get us one day.
And to bring them up out of that land unto a good land and to bring them up out of that land to a good land and a large unto a land flowing with milk and honey.
And the same thing he did in Egypt, he gonna do from this world, from this country.
Unto the place of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites. Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel has come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them.
I see what the wicked people doing to my people. Yahweh is sitting up in heaven looking and recording everything, and he know what's going on. Don't think he sleep. The Most High know everything that these people doing to us.
Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt.
Now he told Moses, come with me, and I'm going to send you. He had a relationship with Moses. He talked to Moses. He had dinners with Moses. Read.
And Moses said unto Elohim,
and Moses talked back to Yahweh,
Who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt?
He said, well, who am I? I ain't nobody. You want me to do some work? He belittling himself. Read.
And he said, Certainly I will be with thee. And
Yahweh said, I'm going to be with you, Moses. I'm going to be with you.
And this shall be a token unto thee that I have sent thee. When thou hast brought forth when thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt, ye shall serve Elohim upon this mountain.
When you bring my people out of Egypt, you're going to serve me.
And Moses said to Elohim, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the Elohim of your fathers have sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his name?
They're going to ask what Yahweh's name is.
What shall I say unto them?
And Yahweh said, this is what you tell them.
And Elohim said unto Moses, I am that I am.
I am that I am. And when you get that back to the Hebrew, that's Yahweh.
And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel,
This what you tell my people, the children of Israel.
I am have sent me unto you.
I am have sent me unto you. Yahweh has sent me unto you.
And Elohim said moreover unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel,
This what you tell the children of Israel.
Yahweh Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob.
I'm the God of Abraham, I'm the God of Isaac, and I'm the God of Jacob.
Have sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. Go and gather the elders of Israel together, and say unto them, Yahweh Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you and seen that which is done to you in Egypt.
Now Yahweh appeared to Moses. He appeared to Moses and told him what to do.
And I have said, I will bring you up out of the affliction of Egypt unto the land of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, unto a land flowing with milk and honey. And they shall hearken to thy voice.
And they're going to listen to you, Moses, because I'm the one sent you.
And thou shalt come, thou and the elders of Israel, unto the king of Egypt, and ye shall say unto him, Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews
I
have
am the
met.
God of the Hebrews, not the God of the world, not the God of the Christians, not the God of the Gentiles. I'm the God of the Hebrews.
Met with us. And now let us go, we beseech thee, 3 days' journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice to Yahweh Elohim.
Okay, now let's go to, what's that? That was 3. Let's go to 4.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 1. And Moses answered and said, But behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice.
See, our people got a problem with believing the righteous. They said they ain't gonna believe me. They're like today. They don't. The thing going. They're like today. They don't believe me, what I'm saying. But the Almighty, he gonna show you one day that I knew what I was talking about. That I was telling the truth. Okay, now go on read. Wait a minute, trying to get this ad off here. So, okay.
For they will say, Yahweh have not appeared unto thee.
Oh, Yahweh ain't talk to you, Moses. Who is you? He ain't talk to me, so he can't be talk to you. That's how bad people is.
And Yahweh said unto him,
And Yahweh told Moses,
What is that in thy hand?
what's that in your hand, Moses?
And he said, A rod.
It's a rod.
And he said, Cast it on the ground.
Cast it on the ground.
And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent.
That's right.
And Moses fled from before it. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Put forth thy hand and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand, that they may believe that Yahweh Elohim of their fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob, have appeared unto thee.
That's right. He appeared to him.
And Yahweh said furthermore unto him, Put now thy hand into thy bosom.
Put your hand into your bosom, your chest.
And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
So Moses had to be a black man, because it ain't gonna turn white. Ain't gonna turn to white. That ain't no miracle. If you got a jet black arm, you bring it out this white. That's a miracle. Not bring the same color. So that let you know Moses was a black man. Read.
And he said, Put thy hand into thy bosom again.
Put your hand to put that white arm back in your hand bosom again.
And he put his hand into his bosom again and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
It became back black.
And it came to pass, if they will not believe thee,
if they ain't gonna believe this, these 2 miracles,
neither hearken to the voice of the first sign, that they will believe the voice of the latter sign. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these 2 signs, neither hearken unto thy voice,
if they don't believe neither one of these signs, they either listen to your voice,
that thou shalt take of the water of the river and pour it upon the dry land. And the water which thou takest out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land.
Now they gonna believe that one.
And Moses said unto Yahweh, O my Yahweh, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue.
Now Moses told Yahweh he was tired tongue. He was stuttering when he talked. He wasn't no good speaker.
And Yahweh said unto him,
and Yahweh told Moses,
Who have made man's mouth?
I'm the one made everybody's mouth.
Or who maketh the dumb,
I'm the one that make the dumb people.
or deaf,
I'm the one make you deaf.
or the seeing,
I'm the one that got your eyes to can see. If it weren't for Yahweh, you couldn't see.
or the blind?
That's right. I'm the one made Stevie Wonder eyes and Ray Charles eyes. Did nobody do that but me? The Yahweh saying.
Have not I Yahweh?
That's right. Yahweh did it all.
Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth,
He told Moses to go. I'm gonna be with your mouth,
and teach thee what thou shalt say.
and I'm gonna teach you what to say. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna teach you what to say, Monai. This Yahweh got a relationship with this man. All this going down. I'm gonna prove a point now. Keep reading.
And he said, O my Yahweh, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Moses, and he said, Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother?
Now the Almighty got upset at Moses for what Moses said, and what happened?
I know that he can speak well.
Now Yahweh said, I know that he can speak well.
And also, behold, he cometh for to meet
He
thee.
coming right now to meet you.
And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth. And I will be with thy mouth,
I'm gonna be with your mouth.
and with his mouth,
I'm gonna be with Moses' mouth, and I'm gonna be with Aaron's mouth.
and, and will teach you what ye shall do.
And Yahweh said, I'm gonna teach you what to do. You ain't gonna have to go to college. You ain't gonna have to go to no school, because hey, all you need is me. Moses didn't have to go to Harvard, Yale, Stanford, no college. He went to Yah. Yahweh give it to him. Read.
And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people.
And Aaron, your brother, gonna be the spokesman to the people.
And he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of Elohim. And thou shalt take this rod in thy hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs. And Moses went and returned to Jethro his father-in-law, and said to him, Let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren which are in Egypt, and see whether they be yet alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace. And Yahweh said unto Moses in Midian, Go, return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life.
Yahweh told Moses, I done killed everybody in Egypt that was looking for you. Everybody that wanted to do something to you, I done killed them. That's right. Yahweh fighting for them. Now read that again, because I got a point to prove.
And Yahweh said unto Moses in Midian,
And Yahweh said to Moses, Go,
return into Egypt.
Go and turn to Egypt. Now Yahweh talking.
For all the men are dead which sought thy life.
Everybody that was looking for you to kill you, Moses, I done already killed them. So go, read.
And Moses took his wife and his sons and set them upon an ass, and he returned to the land of Egypt.
That's right, read.
And Moses took the rod of Elohim in his hand. And Yahweh said unto Moses,
and Yahweh talking to Moses like I'm talking to y'all.
When thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh.
Do everything I told you right before Pharaoh,
which I have put in thy hand. But I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go.
I'm gonna harden his heart just like I hardened what's the man named President Donald Trump. I hardened Donald Trump hard. I that's what I do. I'm a harden Pharaoh hard, and I harden Donald Trump hard. Read.
And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, Thus said Yahweh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
Okay, now let's go. Let's go to 9. Now you notice that the Most High got a relationship with Moses, and he tell him to do this, tell him to do that. He talking like me, and I'm talking to y'all, and you know. Okay, 9 and 1.
Exodus chapter 9, verse 1. Then Yahweh said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, and tell him, Thus saith Yahweh, Elohim of the Hebrews,
I am the God of the Hebrews, not the God of the world, not the God of the Christian. I'm the God of the Hebrews.
Let my people go.
Let my people go, because he ain't got but one set of people that he loved more than everybody, and that's the Hebrew Israelites.
That they may serve me.
That we may serve him, not Christianity, not Islam, not atheists, not nothing. We serve Yahweh.
For if thou refuse to let them go,
If you refuse to let my people go
and will hold them still,
and hold them still,
behold, the hand of Yahweh is upon thy cattle which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep.
I'm going to kill all your animals.
There shall be a very grievous murrain.
Murrain. What is murrain? It's going to be a gravy murrain. Let me see. M-U. Murrain. Let's see. M-U. Okay, murrain say a disease of cattle that is catching, a plague. Okay, that's a plague. Okay, read.
And Yahweh shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt.
He gonna make a difference between the Egyptian animals and Israel and the Hebrew animals.
And there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel.
Ain't nothing gonna die of the children of Israel. Almighty showing favoritism now.
And Yahweh appointed a set time, saying, tomorrow Yahweh shall do this thing in the land.
Tomorrow he gonna do something in the land.
And Yahweh did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died.
And all the cattle of the Egyptians died, the Egyptians.
But of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one.
Then one died. That the Most High making a difference. That he's showing favoritism. He letting you know I love the Egyptians. I mean, I love the Hebrews more than I love the Egyptians. I love Moses. And we're going to see how much he loved JC when we get over there. Read.
And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead.
Not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. Wonder why? Because they had chosen people and Almighty loved them.
And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened.
And he hardened Pharaoh's heart again. Just like he said he would.
And he did not let the people go.
And he did not let them go. Because the Almighty had to prove a point and show y'all that I am that I am. See, that's what that's really hardened his heart, because the Almighty had to prove something to the world.
And Yahweh said unto Moses and unto Aaron, take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh. And it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beast throughout all the land of Egypt. And they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beast. And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the bulls, for the bull was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians.
Yeah, that's right. Plagued all the Egyptians, not some of them, not most of them, all of them.
And and Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as Yahweh has spoken unto Moses. And Yahweh said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, thus saith Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth.
And I'm going to show you ain't nobody in the world like me.
For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up.
Moses, I raised you up for just this cause. He told Yahweh said, Moses, I put you on earth just for this. I raised you up just for this. Read.
For to show in thee my power.
To showing Moses my power. I ain't never showed nobody else in the New Testament my power. I showing Moses my power.
And that my name may be declared throughout all the earth.
That you're going to declare my name, Yahweh, throughout all the earth. And that's what he did. Yeah, okay, that's all I need. Let's go to 10. 10 and 1.
Exodus chapter 10, verse 1. And Yahweh said unto Moses,
Yahweh talking to Moses again.
Go in unto Pharaoh.
Go to Pharaoh.
For I have hardened his heart
Already hardened his heart
and the heart of his servants,
and the heart of his people.
that I might show thee my signs before him.
That's the only way that Yahweh can show you the signs. He gonna do some signs in the United States. He hardened Trump hard because he needed to show y'all something. He needed to show us something. That's really y'all talking about gas $5 a gallon. Gallon to make $20. This he hardened his heart because Almighty finna show y'all something y'all ain't never seen before. He finna do just like he did then. He said, I'm hardening his heart. I do this. This ain't Trump doing it on his own. I'm the one hard Trump hard. That's what you got to understand. He doing it. He supposed to do it. He worked for Yah. Just know that. Keep reading.
And that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son and of thy son's son.
That's right. Tell the ears of the son's son.
What things I have wrought in Egypt, and my signs which I have done among them, that ye may know how that I am Yahweh.
Listen, that's what I'm doing today. I'm telling the world how Yahweh do. I'm telling the world how Yahweh is. Ain't nobody like Yahweh. I don't care who you is or what you think or what you was raised with. That ain't nothing. Now that's what I'm doing. Now start all over. Now I want you to read that 1. 10 and 1.
And Yahweh said unto Moses,
Yahweh said to Moses,
go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart.
I have hardened Donald Trump hard already. I hardened his heart, y'all. Y'all accept what I'm finna do. Because Almighty said, my thoughts are not your thoughts. My ways are not your ways. You can't understand the Most High. You can't figure him out. You don't need a reason why he's doing it.
And the heart of his servants.
And I done hardened his people heart.
That I might show these my signs before him.
That's the only way I can get a point across. That's the only way I can show y'all that I am.
And that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son and of thy son's son what things I have wrought in Egypt, and my signs which I have done among them, that ye may know how that I am Yahweh.
That's right.
And Moses and Aaron came in unto Pharaoh and said unto him, thus saith Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews.
I'm the God of the Hebrews. I'm not the God of the world, the God of the Christians. I don't love everybody. Where y'all get that lie from? Almighty Yahweh don't love everybody. I love the Hebrews. Keep reading.
How long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me?
That's right. Keep reading.
Let my people go.
Let my people go, because I only got one people, and they are Hebrew, nappy-headed Israelites. They're my people. I don't know nothing about no German, no Russian, no Chinese, no English, man. I don't know nothing about them people. I know the Hebrews. Keep reading.
That they may serve me.
That he may serve Yah. If you serve Yahweh, that's who you're supposed to be serving.
Else, if thou refuse to let my people go.
If you don't let my people go,
behold, tomorrow will I bring the locusts into thy coast.
I'm going to bring my army of locusts, because Almighty don't need no gun. He don't need no hand grenade. He don't need no tanks. He don't need no bombs. The Almighty don't need none of that. He uses animals in this world to kill. He can kill everybody with his water, everybody with their sun, everybody with them lions and tigers and muskies. He can kill you with his animals. That's who work for y'all. Keep reading.
And they shall cover the face of the earth.
They gonna cover the face of the locusts. Them grasshoppers gonna cover the face of the earth where you can't see no more grasshopper. Can't even see the grass and trees no more. Read.
That one cannot be able to see the earth.
That you can't see the earth. Almighty heaven where you can't even look outside and see nothing but what he got out there. Lions and tigers and gorillas. He had your whole house full of gorillas and tigers and lions to kill you with all his animals. He got 1 trillion animals. Keep reading.
And they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you from the hill, and shall eat every tree which groweth for you out of the field.
Almighty can kill you with all the hell.
And they shall fill thy houses, and the houses of all thy servants, and the houses of all the Egyptians, which neither thy fathers nor thy fathers' fathers have seen, since the day that they were upon the earth unto this day. And he turned himself and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servants said unto him, how long shall this man be a snare unto us?
How long is Moses going to be a snare unto us?
Let the men go, that they may serve Yahweh the Elohim.
Let them Israelites alone. Let them go so they can serve their God. Because I'm tired of putting up with what the Most High putting on me. You know, he stay. They're getting tired. Read.
Knowest thou not yet that Egypt?
Hold on, you gotta get that thing over there. Okay.
Knowest thou not yet that Egypt is destroyed? And Moses and Aaron were brought again to Pharaoh, and he said unto them, Go, serve Yahweh your Elohim. But who are they that shall go? And Moses said, We will go with our young and with our old.
Going with everybody. What you mean? Who gonna go? All us going.
With our sons and with our daughters, with our flocks and with our herds will we go, for we must hold a feast unto Yahweh. And he said to them, Let Yahweh be so with you, as I will let you go, and your little ones. Look to it, for evil is before you. Not so. Go now, ye that are men, and serve Yahweh, for that ye did desire. And they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt and eat every herb
And eat all their food up
of the land, even all that the hail hath left.
That's right. Eat everything up.
And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and Yahweh brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. And the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt and rested in all the coast of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them there were no such locusts as they, neither after them shall be such. For they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened, and they did eat every herb of the land, and all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left.
See how the Almighty used the animals to destroy? Almighty don't need no gun, no tanks, or nothing. He used animals. Read.
And there remained not any great thing in the trees or in the herbs of the field through all the land of Egypt.
Now, can you imagine this happening in the United States? The Almighty sent his army and the grasshopper to eat up everything that's green outside. You go outside, ain't nothing green no more. Far as you can see, nothing green. He can do it. Read.
Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron in haste, and he said, I have sinned against Yahweh your Elohim.
Now he admitted he had sinned. The Almighty will make you confess, make you testify.
And against you.
And against you, I have sinned. He is not, what verse you at?
17.
Okay.
Now therefore forgive.
Now he begging for mercy.
I pray thee, my sin only this once, and entreat Yahweh your Elohim.
And beg the Most High for me,
that he may take away from me this death only.
Now, Almighty will take a cold piece of work and turn it into nothing. He'll make you bow down. I don't care how much power you get. I don't care how much money you get. Almighty will humble your tail. Now read that again. Now this is Pharaoh, the King of Kings, every cold man. And watch what Pharaoh do. Read 16 again.
Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron in haste.
Moses, Aaron, Yahuda, and so on, whoever else. And he called for them.
And he said, I have sinned against Yahweh your Elohim.
I have sinned against Yahweh your God. I don't know about the Egyptian God. He didn't think about the Egyptian God. He said, I sinned against your God.
And against you.
And against you. He got humble.
Now therefore forgive, I pray thee.
Now forgive me and pray for me.
My sin only this once, and entreat Yahweh your Elohim, that he may take away from me this death only. And he went out from Pharaoh and entreated Yahweh.
And begged Yahweh.
And Yahweh turned a mighty strong west wind, which took away the locusts and cast them into the Red Sea.
Took all the locusts, cast them in the Red Sea.
There remained not one locust in all the coast of Egypt.
They disappeared just like that on the will of Yah.
But Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart so that he would not let the children of Israel go.
But he did it again, wouldn't let them go, harden his heart.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days.
Now, can you imagine it being dark for 3 days? No sun, no light, just dark for 3 days in the United States? Almighty can do it now.
They saw not one another.
They couldn't even see the hand in front of their face. It was that dark. For 3 days in Egypt. Now, these miracles, the Almighty,
Neither rose any from his place for 3 days.
Because they were scared to death. Couldn't nobody move. Scared, you couldn't see. You couldn't even see. You couldn't drive. You couldn't go to work. You couldn't do nothing. You couldn't do nothing. You couldn't go to your work for 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You had to miss it. Because wasn't no electricity. Wasn't no darkness. You can't see your hand in front of your face. Now, how you going to go? Read.
But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings.
And all Israel had light in their dwelling. We had the sun shining over us. We could see. We could still do what we want to do. But the Egyptians couldn't. Now read.
And Pharaoh called unto Moses and said, go ye, serve Yahweh. Only let your flocks and your herds be stayed. Let your little ones also go with you. And Moses said, thou must give us also sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice unto Yahweh Elohim. Our cattle also shall go with us. There shall not a hoof be left behind, for thereof must we take to serve Yahweh our Elohim, and we know not with what we must serve Yahweh until we come thither.
We ain't gonna know what to do until we get there.
But Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go.
He did it again. Wouldn't let them go. He had a reason for this.
And Pharaoh said unto him, get thee from me, take heed to thyself, see my face no more, for in that day thou seest my face, thou shalt die.
Ooh, wait, boy, he cursed himself.
And Moses said, thou hast spoken well.
You know what I'm saying? Moses laughed at him and said, boy, you spoken well. He said, the next time you see me, you're going to die. But, boy, he don't know. He just cursed himself because he talking to a made man, boy.
I will see thy face again no more.
I'll see your face go. Okay, go 11 and 1.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 1. And Yahweh said unto Moses, yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh.
I'm going to bring one more plague upon Pharaoh.
And upon Egypt. Afterwards, he will let you go hence.
And for sure, he going to let you go this time. I break it off in and bust his head in with this one.
When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether.
He's going to get rid of all y'all.
Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold.
Get all the gold and diamonds out of Egypt. We leaving with a bag now. We ain't leaving broke.
And Yahweh gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians.
And Yahweh loved the Israelites more than he loved anybody else on earth, more than the Egyptians.
Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt.
He was very great because he had Yahweh with him.
In the sight of Pharaoh's servants.
That's right. Cold piece of work Moses was.
And in the sight of the people.
And in the sight of the people. Everybody in Egypt was scared of Moses. Moses was the baddest man in Egypt. Almighty made everybody scared of Moses. Read.
And Moses said, thus saith Yahweh, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt.
About midnight, y'all. 12 o'clock at night. Now watch what's finna happen, y'all.
And all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die.
All the firstborn, not some of, not most of, not part of, not a few of. All the Egyptian men gonna die. Babies gonna die. Read.
From the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne.
That's right, because remember, he cursed himself. He told Moses, the next time I see you, you gonna die. Hold it, let me come back now. Let me show you what brought this on. Let's go read that at 10 and 10 to 28. Exodus 10 to 28. This is what got him killed right here.
Exodus chapter 10, verse 28. And Pharaoh said unto him, get thee from me.
Get away from me, Moses.
Take heed to thyself.
Take heed to yourself.
see my face no more.
Don't you see? I ain't seeing your face no more.
For in that day thou seest my face, thou shalt die.
The next time you see my face, Moses, you gonna die. Read.
And Moses said,
And Moses laughed at him.
Thou hast spoken well.
You have spoken well, buddy.
I will see thy face again no more.
I ain't gonna see your face again no more. Now watch over here, Kim, read. Now go back to what over that 11 and 1.
Verse 5.
Okay, go back to verse 5.
And all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die.
All the firstborn of you should die because he ran his alligator mouth. You got to be careful what you say out your mouth. Your mouth will get you killed.
From the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of beasts.
You said I'm gonna kill all the firstborn of the people, of the men, women, and the animals.
And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt.
And everybody gonna be crying their ass off.
Such as there was none like it.
Everybody got to cry. Everybody wake up. They all the men dead. Your sons dead and your men dead.
Nor shall be like it anymore.
Ain't gonna be no another day like this. Because I'm finna break it off and I'm gonna knock your head off.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Ain't nothing finna happen to the Israelites.
Against man or beast.
Against man or dog. Ain't nothing gonna happen to them.
That ye may know how that Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
That I'm letting you know that I put a difference between a Hebrew and a Christian, a Hebrew and a German, a Hebrew and anybody. I make a difference. Read that again. Yahweh said, I'm going to show you that I love the Israelites more than I love any of y'all, anybody. Read again.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast. That ye may know how that Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
That you may know that Yahweh make a difference between a Hebrew and a Christian. A Hebrew and anybody.
And all these thy servants shall come down unto thee and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt.
That's right.
And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh. And Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land.
That's right. Now that was 11. Let's see. Now let's go to Exodus. Exodus. Let's see. Now I showed y'all about what Most High, how you feel about Moses. Let's go to Exodus 32. Exodus 32 and 29.
Exodus chapter 32, verse 29. For Moses has said, consecrate yourselves today to Yahweh, even every man upon his son.
Consecrate means devote yourself to Yahweh.
And upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day.
That he may to give you a blessing. Bestow me, he gonna give you a blessing this day.
And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, Ye have sinned a great sin.
Now Moses told the people they sinned a great sin.
And now I will go up unto Yahweh.
Now I'm going to go up to Yahweh.
Peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sin.
Peradventure I'm going to make an atonement for your sin. I'm going to try to die for the people.
And Moses returned unto Yahweh.
And Moses went to Yahweh.
And said.
And this is what he said.
Oh, this people have sinned a great sin.
Now Moses telling Yahweh the people sinned a great sin.
And made them deities of gold.
And made them deities of gold. The same thing, they made a golden calf, but when you wear that cross, it's the same thing today. Anybody got that golden that cross on, you sinning against the Most High.
Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin.
Now, if you forgive their sins.
And if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of thy book.
Take me out of your book, Yahweh, because I want to get rid of me, because I want to pay the price for the people. In other words, I want to die for my people. That's what Moses telling Yah.
which thou hast written.
And take me out of the book because I want to go. I want to try to do what JC did in the New Testament for the people.
And Yahweh said unto Moses,
And this is what Yahweh told Moses after he said that.
whosoever have sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book.
Anybody that sinned against me, I can't say nobody, so can't nobody die for nobody. Yahweh said, I'm individual. Everybody got to pay for their own sin.
Therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee.
Now get your tail away from me and go do what I say there. He say, go in the place which I have spoken to thee.
Behold, my angel shall go before thee.
My angel gonna go in front of you. My angel, you follow my angel.
Nevertheless, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them.
I'm gonna visit their sin upon them. I'm gonna knock their head up. Can't nobody die for them.
And Yahweh plagued the people.
And Yahweh plagued the people.
Because they made the calf which Aaron made.
Because they made a golden calf. That's right. Plagued the people. Okay, now let's go to Deuteronomy 24 and 16. Deuteronomy 24 and 16. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 16. The father shall not be put to death for the children.
The father can't die for the children.
Neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin.
For his own sin. Can't nobody say nobody. For his own sin. Okay, go to 2 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles 25. And start at the 4th verse.
2 Chronicles chapter 25, verse 4. But he slew not their children, but did as it is written in the law, in the book of Moses, where Yahweh commanded.
Yahweh commanded. This is Yahweh commandment.
Saying, the fathers shall not die for the children, neither shall the children die for the fathers, but every man shall die for his own sin.
That's right. Every man gonna die for his own sin. That's right. Now let's go to Exodus 25. Exodus 25. Exodus 25, let's see. 25 and let's see. No, Exodus 24, I mean. 24 and 9. Yeah, Exodus 24 and 9.
Exodus chapter 24, verse 9. Then went up Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel.
So that's 74 people. Let's see what they did.
And they saw
these 74 people saw Yahweh. I'm making a point now. Just read, y'all pay attention. Read it again.
Then went up Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel.
70 of the elders of Israel.
And they saw the Elohim of Israel.
They saw the God of Israel.
And there was under his feet as it were a paved work of a sapphire stone, as it were the body of heaven in his clearness. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not his hand. Also they saw Elohim and did eat and drink.
They saw Yahweh and ate and drank. That's right. They did that. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 34. Yeah, Deuteronomy 34 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 1. And Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, the top of Pisgah. That's over against Jericho. And Yahweh showed him all the land of Gilead unto Dan, and all of Naphtali, and the land of Ephraim, and
Now Yahweh showed Moses all this, y'all.
and Manasseh, and then all the land of Judah unto the utmost sea, and the south, and the plain of the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees, unto Zoar. And Yahweh said unto him,
And Yahweh said to Moses,
This is the land which I swore to Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, saying, I will give it unto thy seed.
I'm going to give it to your seed, Moses.
I have caused thee to see it with thy eyes.
I caused you to see it.
But thou shalt not go over thither.
But you can't go. I let you see it, but you can't go.
So Moses, the servant of Yahweh, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of Yahweh.
Moses was a servant of Yahweh that died in the land of Moab.
And he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab.
And Yahweh buried Moses in the land of Moab. The only man in the book that Yahweh ever buried was Moses.
Over against Beth Peor. But no man knoweth of his sepulchre unto this day.
Don't nobody know what Moses' body is to this day. Nobody.
And Moses was 120 years old when he died.
Moses was 120 years old when Yahweh buried him and he died.
His eye was not dim, nor his natural force abated.
He didn't need glasses like me. He could see. That's right. Moses could see without glasses. And he was still having sex.
And the children of Israel wept for Moses in the plains of Moab 30 days. So the days of weeping and mourning for Moses were ended. And Joshua the son of Nun was full of the spirit of wisdom.
Now after Moses died, Joshua took over.
For Moses had laid his hands upon him.
Moses had laid hands upon Joshua.
And the children of Israel hearkened unto him, and did as Yahweh commanded Moses. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses.
And bro, the man, Almighty say, ain't nobody like Moses.
Whom Yahweh knew face to face.
Who Yahweh knew face to face. He didn't talk to him on the phone. He didn't send him no telegram or write no letter. He talked to him like I'm talking to y'all face to face.
And all the signs and the wonders which Yahweh sent him to do in the land of Egypt to Pharaoh.
Yahweh sent Moses to do this. He didn't send nobody in the New Testament. He sent Moses.
And to all his servants, and to all his land, and all that mighty hand, and all the great terror which Moses showed in the sight of all Israel.
That's right, in all Israel. Now let's go to the New Testament. Let's go to Matthew. Yeah, let's go to Matthew, chapter 1. One and 16.
Matthew's chapter 1, verse 16. And Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born JC, who is called JC. So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations, and from David until the carrying away into Babylon are 14 generations, and from the carrying away into Babylon to JC are 14 generations. Now the birth of JC was on this wise. When as his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with child of the Holy Ghost.
Before they had sex, she already was pregnant by Holy Ghost. Now, did you ever read that in the Old Testament where somebody got pregnant by a Holy Ghost? No.
Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example,
Not made a public example mean to talk about her.
was minded to put her away privately.
But away private because he believed this.
But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord indeed appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Ghost.
She got pregnant by a Holy Ghost. Well, we already know this a lie. When had the last time you know somebody get pregnant by a Holy Ghost? So we already know this propaganda. Keep reading.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name JC.
Listen, if you let's say this, for instance, if you be gone somewhere for 9 months, and your wife or girlfriend tell you she got pregnant by the Holy Ghost and she had a baby in this yard, who gonna believe that? Only a damn fool. You come home and say, "Well, baby, I had a baby. I got pregnant by the Holy Ghost, and this is your son, and it took me 9 months to have it. It's your." Ain't nobody gonna believe that but a damn fool. Now keep reading.
For he shall save his people from their sins.
Now he gonna save people for their sin. Now we're gonna see how he gonna save people from the sin. Read.
Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted, God is with us.
Okay, let me tell y'all over here. Let me see, can I find that right quick? And Isaiah, where it said, let me show y'all the difference between. Okay, let's see which one I want. Let's see. Okay, I got it. Go to Isaiah 7 and 14. Now pay attention to this, y'all. How it's spelled. These are two different. One of them is Immanuel, and the other one is Emmanuel. Now let me show y'all where they got it from. Okay, Isaiah 7 and 14.
Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14. Therefore Yahweh himself shall give you a sign.
To give you a sign.
Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel.
Immanuel. That ain't Emmanuel. See the I?
Yeah.
Say Immanuel. Now go back over here to this confusing book and read what it say. 1 and 23. See these two different people. Read.
Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, spelled with an E, not an I. Emmanuel.
Which being interpreted is God with us.
Okay then. Okay, keep reading.
Then Joseph, being raised from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord had bidden him, and took unto him his wife, and knew her not till she had brought forth her firstborn son, and he called his name JC.
And never had sex with her. So he never had sex with her. Knew her not. I mean, he never had sex with her, but she had a son. Who gonna believe that? Okay, let's go to 2 and 1.
Matthew chapter 2, verse 1. Now when JC was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and are come to worship him. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was trouble, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where JC should be born. And they said unto him, in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, and thou Bethlehem, and in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah. For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Then her, then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search diligently for the young child, and when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also.
Now worship this guy. They won't come worship him.
When they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him.
They worship him. So we know this is a lie because the Almighty said, I'm jealous. Don't worship nobody but me.
And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. And being warned of God and a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed into their own country another way. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word. For Herod will seek the young child to destroy him.
Now you know this is a story that was written from the Old Testament, free down into Egypt, like Moses was. Read.
When he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt, and and was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, out of Egypt have I called my son.
That out of Egypt, they called. See, they got this story from the Old Testament. Read.
Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem.
Now slew all the children in Bethlehem. Say that like slew all the children in Egypt.
And all the coasts thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men.
Now see how this story kind of ended up like Moses' story. Read.
Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremy the prophet, saying,
Jeremy. Ain't no such thing as Jeremy. It's Jeremiah.
Saying, in Ramah was there a voice heard, lamentation and weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and would not be comforted, because they are not. But when Herod was dead, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Moses in Egypt, saying, arise.
To Joseph in Egypt. Yeah.
But when Herod was dead, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother and go into the land of Israel.
See, this is a lie. This never happened. This is a cap. This line. Read.
For they are dead which sought the young child's life.
See, everybody dead. See how they got the story from Moses? Like Moses killed everybody. I mean, Yahweh killed everybody in Egypt. I mean, the first son. Now read, watch this.
And he arose and took the young child and his mother and came into the land of Israel.
See, JC is comparing himself to Moses.
But when he heard that Archelaus did reign in Judea in the room of his father Herod, he was afraid to go thither. Notwithstanding, being warned of God in a dream, he turned aside into the parts of Galilee.
Now, ain't none of this from Yahweh. All this is made. It's a made up story here.
And he came and dwelt in the city called Nazareth, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophets. He shall be called a Nazarene.
Mm. Okay, now let's go to Matthew 8. Matthew 8. Let's see. Let's see. I guess start at the 19th verse.
Matthew chapter 8, verse 19. And a certain scribe came and said unto him, Master, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest.
Told JC, I'm going to follow you wherever you go.
And JC said unto him, the foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head.
Ain't got nowhere to lay his head, read.
And another of his disciples said unto him,
Another one of JC's disciples said to him,
Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father.
Now this guy told JC, man, let me go bury my father first before I follow you. Watch what JC say.
But JC said to him, follow me.
Follow me.
And let the dead bury their dead.
And let them bury himself. Let the dead bury his dead. Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
And when he was entering into a ship,
and when JC entered into the ship,
his disciples followed him.
And all his disciples followed. He wouldn't let the man go bury his son. Okay. Let's go to John. John, let me see, 11. Yeah, John 11. We'll start at the 50th verse. John 11:50.
John chapter 11 verse 50. Nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not.
See, if it's one man die for the whole nation, the people perish not.
And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that JC should die for that nation.
He prophesied that JC gonna die for the nation.
And not for that nation only.
And not for that nation only.
But that also he should gather together but that also he should gather together in one the children of God that were scattered abroad.
Okay, so he was prophesied that JC gonna die for the sin. No, we just read when you can't do that. Okay, go to Romans 5. Romans 5 and start at the first verse.
Romans chapter 5 verse 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we had peace with God through our Lord JC.
In other words, you ain't gonna have no peace unless you get served JC first, and then he gonna make sure you have peace through JC.
By whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of God. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us. For when we were yet without strength, in due time JC died for the wicked.
Died for the ungodly. JC died for the ungodly. Yeah. Okay. So this is a lie. That he died for the ungodly.
For-
Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, skip on down to 11 verse.
Verse 11. And not only so, but we also joy in God through our Lord JC, whom we have now received the atonement.
See, when Moses tried to have an atonement for the people, he couldn't do it. So over here, you can have an JC is our atonement. So we know that's a lie. Okay, go to John 1 and John 1 and 18, I think. I'm just pointing out. Well, John 1 and 18.
John chapter 1, verse 18. No man have seen God at any time.
They say no man have seen. We read in the Old Testament, we saw him over there, but it said no man have seen
The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he have declared him.
Okay, so he the only begotten Son. Now read that verse again.
No man have seen God at any time.
Now, that's a lie. 74 elders seen it.
The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he have declared him.
Now, since he the only begotten Son, let's see what the old go to Exodus 4 and 22. Now, this book here say the only begotten Son. Now, only mean he ain't got but one. Now, Exodus 4 and 22. Let's see if it's a such thing as the only begotten Son.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh,
and he told Moses, this what you tell Pharaoh.
Thus saith Yahweh,
Thus said Yahweh,
Israel is my son.
Israel is my son. I ain't got no son named Hamashiach Yahshua JC. I ain't got no son by that name. That's a lie. My son is Israel. Read.
Even my firstborn.
Even my firstborn. Israel is my firstborn. Not my only begotten son, but my firstborn. Read.
And I say unto thee,
and I tell you,
let my son go.
And Yahweh say, let my son go.
That he may serve me.
That he may serve me.
And if thou refuse to let him go,
and if you don't let my son go,
behold, I will slay thy son.
I'm going to kill your son, even thy firstborn.
Even thy firstborn.
That's right. And Yahweh killed his firstborn. Now go back to this. Go back to this lie. John 1 and 18. No. I forgot to read 17. Read 17.
Verse 17. For the law was given by Moses.
He said the law was given by Moses. That's a lie. The law was given to Yahweh. Yahweh gave Moses the law. Yahweh had the law and he gave it to Moses. Yahweh ain't had to come up with no law. Them are Yahweh laws. So that's a lie.
But grace and truth came by JC.
JC came by. Look, Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh. Joseph found grace in the Pharaoh eye. So all this is a lie. Grace started in Genesis, in the Old Testament, when JC wasn't even thought of, when he wasn't even born. So we reading lies today. Now start at 17.
For the law was given by Moses.
The law wasn't given by Moses. The law was given to Moses from Yahweh.
But grace and truth came by JC.
That's a lie. Read.
No man have seen God at any time.
That's a lie. Say ain't nobody never seen Yahweh. That's a lie.
The only begotten Son,
that's a lie.
Which is in the bosom of the Father.
Okay. Now go to 1 John. Wave in the back. Let's buy, man. Got it. Let me get First John. You got it already? Okay. First John chapter 4. and 9.
First John chapter 4, verse 9. And this was manifested that love of God toward us, because that God sent his only begotten Son into the world.
That God sent his only begotten Son into the world. We just read that's a lie.
That we might live through him.
That we might live through him. So we already know that's a lie. You ain't gonna never find out. Almighty said, I sent Moses, my only begotten, we're gonna live through Moses. No, you ain't gonna, you're a lie. Okay. Let's go to Mark. Mark, let me see. Mark 9. Let me show you something else now. Mark chapter 9. Okay, and 4.
Mark chapter 9, verse 4. And there appeared unto them Elias with Moses, and they were talking with JC.
Now, when did Elijah and Moses talk to JC? I'd give anybody in the world $1,000 if they could show me where Moses and Elijah talked to JC. Now, read that one more time.
And there appeared unto them Elias with Moses, and they were talking with JC.
And they were talking with JC. Woo-wee. Okay, let's go to Matthew 4. Let's see, Matthew. Okay, Matthew 4 and 1.
Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. Then was JC led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights.
Now, JC had got this from Moses. When Moses was up in Mount Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights, that's where they got this from. Read.
He was afterward a hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God.
Now, they got that from the Old Testament. And that's a true statement. Now, he said, read that second verse again, 4 and 2.
And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward a hungered.
Okay, now go to Exodus 24. Let me show y'all that they got it from over here. Exodus 24. 40 days and 40 nights. Exodus 24 and start the 18th verse.
Exodus chapter 24, verse 18. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud and gat him up into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights.
That's where JC got it from right there. 40 days and 40 nights. Okay. Let's go to Matthew. They ain't did number read this Old Testament and put the New Testament together and told lies and truth. Okay, Matthew, I think I want 14. Let's see. Matthew 14. Matthew 14 to 23.
Matthew chapter 14, verse 23. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, JC went unto them, walking on the sea.
Now, they say JC was walking on the sea. On top of some water. Now show me where they do that at.
And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea,
When they saw JC walking on the sea, now you know this is a cold piece of lie.
they were troubled, saying, "It is a spirit," and they cried out for fear. But straightway JC spake unto them, saying, "Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid."
This ain't no spirit, this me really walking on top of water.
And Peter answered him and said, Elward, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And he said,
JC said, come on, Peter.
Come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to JC.
Now he walked on the water to see JC. All these stories now. We know that's a cold lie right there. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to go to Genesis. Now JC said, don't bury the father. Let me go to Genesis. Genesis 50. Let's see what Genesis 50 say. About okay, Genesis 50 and 1. Now JC wouldn't let the man go bury his father. Let's see what Pharaoh did. Genesis 50 and 1.
Genesis chapter 50, verse 1. And Joseph fell upon his father's face and wept upon him and kissed him. And Joseph commanded his servants, the physicians, to embalm his father.
That's right. This is the first embalming in the world right here. When Joseph embalmed his father.
And the physicians embalmed Israel. And 40 days were fulfilled for him, for so are fulfilled the days of those which are embalmed. And the Egyptians mourned for him 70 days. And when the days of his mourning were past, Joseph spake unto the house of Pharaoh, saying, If now I have found grace in your eyes.
Now Joseph found grace in Pharaoh's eyes. Watch this.
Speak, I pray you, in the ears of Pharaoh, saying, My father made me swear, saying, Lo, I die, and my grave which I have digged for me in the land of Canaan, there shalt thou bury me. Now therefore let me go up.
Now Joseph told Pharaoh, now let me go up.
I pray thee, and bury my father.
Now Joseph asked Pharaoh, can he go bury his father?
And I will come again.
And I'll be back.
And Pharaoh said, Go up and bury thy father.
Now Pharaoh said, go up and bury your father. But JC told the man, follow me. Let the dead bury the dead. So Pharaoh was more righteous than JC. Now read that again. Watch this. 6.
And Pharaoh said,
Go
up and bury thy father.
Joseph, go bury your father. But JC told the man, follow him in the ship. Don't worry about it.
According as he made thee swear. And Joseph went up to bury his father.
And Joseph went up to bury his father. When JC told the man, don't worry about burying your father, just follow me.
And with him went up all the servants of Pharaoh, the elders of his house, and all the elders of the land of Egypt, and all the house of Joseph, and his brethren, and his father's house.
Now that's all I wanted to prove a point that Pharaoh was more righteous than JC. Okay, let's go to Mark. Mark chapter 3. Yeah, 3 and 1.
Mark chapter 3, verse 1. And he entered again into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand.
A man with a withered hand in the synagogue.
And they watched him.
And they watched JC.
Whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day.
See if JC gonna break the law. See if he gonna go against his father.
That they might accuse him. And he said unto the man which had the withered hand.
And JC said before the man that had the withered hand,
Stand forth.
Stand up.
And he said unto them.
And he said unto them, this thing doing again.
Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days,
Lawful by doing good is not breaking the Sabbath day. It's lawful. That means do good, don't break it.
or to do evil,
Evil if you work,
to save life,
that's work.
or to kill?
That's work.
But they held their peace. And when he had looked round about on them with anger, being grieved for the hardness of their hearts, he said unto the man, Stretch forth thy hand.
JC told the man, stretch forth your hand on the Sabbath day now.
And he stretched it out,
and the man stretched it out.
and his hand was restored whole as the other.
And JC healed this man on the Sabbath day, and his head was whole. Okay, let's go to Luke. I'm just letting you know the difference now between Moses and JC. Okay, go to Luke chapter 6. Verse 6. 6 and 6.
Luke chapter 6, verse 6. And it came to pass also on another Sabbath.
On another Sabbath day, this number 2 Sabbath, on another Sabbath day.
That he entered into the synagogue and taught.
JC entered to the synagogue and taught on the Sabbath day.
And there was a man whose right hand was withered.
Had a man hand withered.
And the scribes and Pharisees watched him.
And the scribes and Pharisees watched JC to see what he was going to do.
Whether he would heal on the Sabbath day.
Heal on the Sabbath day.
That they might find accusation against him.
That's right.
But he knew their thoughts and said to the man which had the withered hand.
Now JC said to the man that had the withered hand,
Rise up.
Stand up.
And stand forth in the midst. And he arose and stood forth. Then said JC unto them, I will ask you one thing. Is it lawful on the Sabbath days to do good or to do evil?
Ain't supposed to be doing nothing on the Sabbath day. We're going to find out.
To save life?
Nope.
Or to destroy it?
Don't do neither one of them.
And looking round about upon them all, he said unto the man, Stretch forth thy hand.
Stretch forth thy hand with it, man.
And he did so.
And the man did it.
And his hand was restored whole as the other.
And he healed that man on the Sabbath day.
And they were filled with madness.
They're supposed to be mad.
And commune one with another what they might do to JC.
That's right. They might do to him. That's right. They're supposed to be mad. Let's go to Luke 14. Luke 14, start the first verse.
Luke chapter 14, verse 1. And it came to pass as he went to the house of one of the chief Pharisees to eat bread on the Sabbath day, that they watched him. And behold, there was a certain man before him which had the dropsy.
Now this is the third time he broke the Sabbath. He had dropsy.
And JC answering spake unto the Lords and Pharisees, saying, Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath day?
No, it ain't. That ain't lawful. That's wicked.
And they held their peace.
I'm not going to hold my peace because I know right from wrong. I know what y'all would expect. Hell no, you ain't supposed to do no kind of work on heal or do nothing on the Sabbath day. Read.
And he took him and healed him and let him go.
And JC healed this man and let him go on the Sabbath day.
And answered them, saying, Which of you shall have an ass or an ox fall into a pit and will not straightway pull him out on the Sabbath day?
In other words, if your animal get out, if your cow or something get out and fall in the ditch on the Sabbath day, you're supposed to go get him according to this. But he'll be there to the next day. If he mind, I ain't studying it.
And they could not answer him again to these things.
Why come I can answer them and they couldn't? I can answer because I got more sense than they got. That man asked a question. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the answer. I'm gonna show y'all the reason why I can answer. Well, keep reading.
And he put forth a parable to those which were bidden, when he marked how they chose out the chief rooms, saying unto them, when thou art bid.
Okay, that's all I need. That's all I need. Now go to Luke 13. Luke 13 and 10. I think. Let me see. Yeah. Luke 10 and 13 and 10.
Luke chapter 13, verse 10. And he was teaching in one of the synagogues on the Sabbath.
This is about the fourth time this man broke the Sabbath. Now watch this, y'all.
And behold, there was a woman which had a spirit of infirmity 18 years.
Now this fourth time this man broke the Sabbath. for 18 years she was sick.
And was bowed together, and could in no wise lift up herself. And when JC saw her, he called her to him.
When he saw this sick woman, he called to her
and said unto her, Woman, thou art loosed from thy infirmity. And he laid his hands on her.
On the Sabbath day now.
And immediately she was made straight and glorified God. And the ruler of the synagogue answered with indignation.
Now the man, he mad at him. Watch what he say.
Because that JC had healed on the Sabbath day.
Because JC healed on the Sabbath day.
And said unto the people, there are 6 days in which men are to work.
There's 6 days that a man supposed to work. This man has some sense here.
And then therefore come and be healed, and not on the Sabbath day.
And not on the Sabbath day. That's right. This man was popping corn and telling the truth. This is the only man that had some sense back then. All the rest of them were retarded and crazy. They can't answer him. Okay. Well, now, go to the Old Testament. Let's see if you can do any work on the Sabbath day. I don't care if you is JC. Exodus 20. Let's see what JC can do it. Let's see what the book say. Exodus 20 and the 8th verse.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
JC forgot it. He had to forget it because he couldn't remember read.
6 days shalt thou labor.
Just like the man in the New Testament say, 6 days thou shalt labor.
And do all thy work.
And do all your work. What do the word all mean?
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh. That's the day that Yahweh set up. That's his day. The white folks didn't set it up. Yahweh said, that's my day. Now read, but start over.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh the Elohim.
That's Yahweh day. He the one started the Sabbath day.
And thou shalt not do any work.
What do any mean? He said, don't do any work. JC ain't got no business healing nobody.
Thou nor thy son.
If you got a son,
nor thy daughter,
a daughter,
thy manservant,
anybody that work for you,
nor thy maidservant,
anybody that work for you,
nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that's within thy gates.
If you got a Gentile living with you, he can't work. You got animals, you can't work them. Read.
For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth.
Yahweh made heaven and earth in 6 days, not 7 days, but 6 days.
The sea and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day.
And Yahweh rested the 7th day, so he wanted his people to rest on the 7th day. The same thing that Yahweh did, he want us to do. If Yahweh rested, he want his people to rest.
Wherefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
He blessed the Sabbath day. He didn't bless Sunday, Thursday, and Wednesday. He blessed the Sabbath day. You're going to get a blessing for keeping that day. Okay, let's go to Exodus 31. Now we're going to find out what's going to happen to you. Exodus 31. And start at the 12th verse. Now let's see who's talking.
Exodus chapter 31, verse 12. And Yahweh spake unto Moses.
Now this Yahweh talking to Moses.
Saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel,
Speak to us, the nappy-headed Israelites.
saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep,
Truly, you should keep my Sabbaths.
for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations,
This is a sign between Yahweh throughout your generation. This is a sign, y'all,
that ye may know that I am Yahweh that do sanctify you.
that you may know. You ain't going to believe. You ain't going to think. You ain't going to guess. You going to know that this Yahweh. Read.
Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore,
Keep the Sabbath, therefore.
for it is holy unto you.
It is holy unto you.
Everyone that defile it shall surely be put to death.
Everyone, including JC, going to be put to death. JC and John and Paul and all the rest of them. Read it again.
Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defile it shall surely be put to death.
That's right. Talking about JC too.
For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people.
What do whosoever mean? Whosoever. Let's find out what whosoever means. Because it might not, JC might not be, he might get away. Let's see if JC gonna get away. Whosoever. How you spell it? Let's see. Whosoever. It's WHON.
Yeah.
WHO. Okay, here it is. Let's say the same as whoever. Right there.
Whoever.
That's what it means. It means whoever. Okay, now let's get back to this book.
6 days may work be done.
6 days you can do what you want to do.
But in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest.
But in the 7th day is the 7th day of rest.
Holy to Yahweh.
It's holy unto Yah.
Whosoever doing any work in the Sabbath day,
JC broke the Sabbath day, healed a man on the Sabbath day.
he shall surely put to death.
JC gonna get his head knocked off because he ain't no better than me, you, David, Moses, Abraham, Ezekiel, Isaiah. He ain't no better than none of them. They all gonna get their head knocked off when you walk on this day. Read.
Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath.
Keep the Sabbath.
To observe the Sabbath throughout their generations.
Throughout their generations.
For a perpetual covenant.
For a perpetual covenant. What do perpetual mean? Let's see what the word perpetual means. JC can't get away. Okay, perpetual.
Perpetual, lasting forever or for a long time.
Lasting forever for a long time.
Continuing.
Continuing. Don't stop.
Constant.
Constant. That's right. Constant. Don't stop. Okay, start over.
Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant.
Forever.
It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever.
This is a sign between Yahweh and his people forever.
For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day he rested.
Yahweh rested on the 7th day. So you better than him? What, JC better than y'all now? JC can do what he wanted to do. Because y'all say he the only begotten son, he Messiah, you got to go through him to get to God. You got to worship him, all this old goofy, retarded junk. So he better than the Most High now. So JC can do what he want to do. Read.
And was refreshed. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of Elohim.
Now go to 35. Exodus 35 and start the first verse.
Exodus chapter 35, verse 1. And Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said unto them,
This what he told them.
These are the words which Yahweh have commanded.
These are Yahweh words. These ain't my word. These Yahweh words. Yahweh the one told me to tell you this.
That ye should do them.
That you should do it.
6 days shall work be done.
6 days you're supposed to do your work.
But on the 7th day there shall be to you a holy day, a Sabbath of rest to Yahweh. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
Anybody doing the work on the Sabbath day going to hell, gonna get the head knocked off, gonna get killed. Now, go to John 7:2. So JC ain't got nothing coming. Let me see, John. John 7 and 22.
John chapter 7, verse 22. Moses therefore gave unto you circumcision.
Now JC say Moses gave us circumcision. Gave us circumcised. We know that's a lie. Read.
Not because it is of Moses, but of the fathers. And ye on the Sabbath day circumcise a man.
That's a lie. The 8th day they were circumcised, not the 7th day, the 8th day.
If a man on the Sabbath day receive circumcision,
if a man gets circumcised on the Sabbath day,
that the law of Moses should not be that the law of Moses should not be broken. Are ye angry at me because I have made a man every whit whole on the Sabbath day?
That's right. Anybody to break the Sabbath day. Now go to Genesis 17 and 1 and find out that Moses give us circumcision. Because this book just say Moses gave us circumcision. Let me show y'all that this book ain't worth 2 dead flies. Now he say Moses gave it to her. What the book say?
Genesis chapter 17, verse 1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahweh appeared to Abram.
Yahweh appeared to Abram.
And said to him, I am the Almighty Elohim. Walk before me.
Do what I say do.
And be thou perfect.
And you're going to be perfect when you listen to me. But when you listen to JC, you're going to hell. Because he broke the Sabbath day.
And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly.
Not between Moses. I'm going to make it between Abraham. He made his covenant with Abraham, not Moses. Read.
And Abram fell on his face. And Elohim talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee.
My covenant with Abraham, not Moses, y'all. That JC said Moses over here.
And thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee. And I will make thee exceeding fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee, and their generations for an everlasting covenant.
Now let's see what this covenant gonna be. What covenant is he talking about?
To be an Elohim unto thee, and to thy seed after thee. And I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for everlasting possession, and I will be their Elohim. And Elohim said to Abraham, Thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore, thou and thy seed after thee and their generations. This is my covenant which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised.
That's the covenant. That's the covenant he made with Abraham. He didn't make no covenant of circumcision with Moses, like JC said, like the lie he told. Read.
And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you.
8 days, not 7. Not the 7th day, 8 days old.
Every man child in your generations, he that is born in the house or bought with money of any stranger, which is not of thy seed, He that is born in thy house, and he that is bought with thy money, must needs be circumcised.
That's right. And I just want to prove to you, he was talking to Abraham and not Moses. Now go to Proverbs. Now let me show you that the Most High hate JC. Now, I'm going to show you that the Most High hate him. And I'm going to show you the reason why he hate him. It's Proverbs 6 and 16. Let me show you that the Almighty hate JC. Hold on, Proverbs. Yeah, that's it.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things do Yahweh hate.
Now, it's 16 that Yahweh hate, and including JC. Watch, I'm going to show you why he hate him.
Yea, 7 are an abomination to him.
7 is abomination to Yahweh.
A proud look.
Not that one.
A lying tongue.
JC right there, a lying tongue. He said he talked to Moses. He was here before Abraham. You could work on the Sabbath day. So Yahweh, say it again. A what?
A proud look. A lying tongue.
A lying tongue. Let's skip on down here to 19.
Verse 19. A false witness that speaketh lies.
Yahweh said, I hate a false witness speaking lies. JC was a witness speaking lies. He talked to Moses. He was here before Abraham. You can break the Sabbath day, and you can steal. Oh, let me show him where he can steal. JC said you can steal. Let me find that right quick. Let me see if I can find that right quick. Okay. Go to Mark 11. Now, JC, he's accessory to stealing. He didn't actually do it, but he had it did. Mark 11 and 1.
Mark chapter 11, verse 1. And when they came nigh to Jerusalem unto Bethpage and Bethany at the Mount of Olives, he sent for 2 of his disciples.
JC sent 2 of his disciples.
And said unto them,
and he told his disciples,
go your way into the village over against you.
When you get to Chicago,
and as soon as ye be entered into it,
and as soon as you get on Cicero and Madison,
ye shall find a colt tied whereon never man sat.
You're going to see 2 German shepherds tied up in the backyard of somebody's house. I don't even know who stay there.
Loose him.
Loose the 2 German shepherds.
And bring him.
And bring him to me.
And if any man say unto you,
and if the neighbor see you and stop you,
why do ye this?
Why are you stealing?
Say ye that the LORD have need of him.
You tell them JC needed. You tell them these 2 German shepherds that I stole, took off the leash, that JC need them.
And straightway he will send him hither. And they went their way and found the colt tied by the door without in a place where 2 boys met. And they loosed him.
They found the 2 German shepherds on Cicero and Madison, and they unloosed them and brought them to JC.
And certain of them that stood there said unto them, what do ye loosing the colt?
Why is you in that man backyard stealing?
And they said unto them, even as JC had commanded.
Even JC told me to steal it. JC told me to go get them 2 German shepherds off Cicero and Madison and bring them to me. If anybody stop you, tell them I'm the one that sent you. I'm the one hated you to steal them.
And they let them go.
And they let them go.
And
that's all I needed. Now I say I'm ready for comment and question. JC had a man to steal something for him. And if they bust you and catch you, you tell them I'm the one sent you. You go in Walmart and give me a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread. And when the man at the work at the store stop you as you finna go out of the store, you tell him, JC said, get it for me with no money. I ain't gotta have no money. Get the thing off of there. I say, now I'm ready for comment and question. That's the reason why I said Moses against JC. It is a Mustang and Mercedes-Benz in the yard. Go get, there you go. It's a Mustang and a Mercedes-Benz on Cicero and Adams, and I want you to go get it. And if the police stop you, you tell the police that JC, the one sitting me at these two stolen cars. I'm the one that stole them. Them boys ran in. That's right. But see, it ran. JC the one told them. The reason why they went to get it, because JC the one sent them. They wasn't doing it on their own free will. They was being told to do. So you accessory to a crime. When you have somebody to do something for you, that's a crime. You just a gift of the people that did it. So JC was just a gift of the man that stole the cars. So now I'm ready for comment and question. Anybody got any comment? A question about the lesson? That's right. Your Messiah, your only begotten son, was a liar, and he was a thief, and he was a homosexual. But I ain't gonna even burn him up like that today. The man was some of everything. But your preachers and your teachers ain't gonna teach you none of this in church. Oh, Lennox, you been in penitentiary, man, Stateville. What was you at Menard, Stateville, Pontiac? Because I ain't heard from you or seen you in 100 years. Lennox, where you been, homie? Don't tell me you been in jail, man. You just getting out of Menard? Okay, Isaiah 8 and 20. Lennox out there just getting out the feds. Isaiah 8 and 20. Shalom, Lennox. Man, don't tell me you've been locked up, brother. Shalom. Yeah, there he goes. This is what I wonder. Read Ron Torres say Isaiah 8 and 20.
Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony.
If they speak according to the word, it's because no light in them. That's right. Popping it, read.
If they speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them.
Ain't no light in them. That's right. Ain't no light in them. Boy, they ain't talking about Yahweh. Ain't no light in them. Okay, leaving almost the heathen. Okay, we say leaving amongst the heathen, making me sick. Oh, okay. Yeah. But I hadn't saw you on here in a minute, so I'm just signifying and playing with you about jail and stuff. But yeah, I'm just messing with you. I hope and pray you wasn't there. Yeah. I know I hadn't seen you on here in a minute, so that's when I was signifying with you. Yeah. Praise the mighty Yah, Lena's out there. Miss you, brother. Yeah. Yeah. But the lesson was Moses against JC. And I let the world know that the Most High love Moses. But let me say this before I forget. If anybody in the world gonna worship anybody, they might as well worship Moses. Why I say that? Because Moses was a man of Yahweh. Yahweh sent Moses. Yahweh talked to Moses. Yahweh had a relationship with Moses. He dealt with Moses. That's the reason why I say you ought to worship Moses other than JC. That's if you want to worship somebody. I ain't gonna worship nobody but Yahweh. I'm talking to the people that just want to worship somebody, just want to worship a man, anybody. Worship Moses. You have a better chance going to heaven on earth worshiping Moses than JC, because you bound to go to hell. Yeah, man. I said, yeah, Ron Toy, I don't know where he was at. Oh yeah, yeah. You know I know that. You know I know that, brother. Okay, Ron Torres said go to 2 Kings 17 and 37. Yeah, you know I know the haters, homie. Yeah. Yeah, choose Moses. Yeah, you're right. That's right. But I'm saying to the world, if y'all gonna worship somebody, you might well worship JC. I mean, worship Moses other than JC. Because you're gonna have a better chance of worshiping Moses than JC any day. Read that. 17 to 37, 2 King. Ron Tour.
2 Kings chapter 17, verse 37. And the statutes and the ordinances and the law and the commandment which he wrote for you, ye shall observe to do forevermore.
That's right.
And ye shall not fear other deities.
That's right. Don't fear the New Testament or no other book. There you go. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking all these people. They want to worship a man. I ain't never worship no man. I'm worshiping Yahweh. That's it and that's all. I'm talking to these damn fools on this earth that want to just worship a man. You'd be better off worshiping Moses than anybody else. Anybody else gonna get you killed. Yeah, Almighty gonna knock your head off. That's right. He fixing there. Yes, sir. You're right about that, bro. a made up God. And our people went for a hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. But our people go for fried ice cream. They'll believe anything. Black folks believe anything somebody else tell them. All you gotta do is have some money and look like something. Look like somebody and have a bunch of money, and boy, we gone. Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, boy. He sure did. He sure did preach. He sure told it. Yeah, because he got money. Y'all listen to him. Listen to him because he got a bunch of money. The more money he got, the more lying he doing. The more money he got, the more lying he doing. Rich folks ain't gonna tell you the truth. Poor man gonna tell you the truth like me. Rich man ain't gonna tell you nothing but what you want to hear, and that's a lie. He won't tell you what you want to hear. And he know you love to be lied to. That's when he tell it to you. All these people going to church, you got 30 and 40, 50,000 people in the church. You know they lying. Ain't that many black folks gonna follow nobody telling the truth. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, brother. They most definitely hate that. Yeah. Most definitely. For a fact. Jeremiah 10 and 11. Ron toward Jeremiah 10 and 11.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 11. Thus shall ye say unto them, the deities that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens.
That's right. Even the gods y'all believe in that ain't even real, gonna pass from under heaven. That's right. All these gods gonna be destroyed, gonna be perished. That's right. You pop a corn, Ron Tour. Boy, the Almighty gonna get rid of all of them. And the same thing he did in Egypt, he gonna do it again. Let me show y'all that he gonna do it again. If I can find it. Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, let's see. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 33.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 33. Did every people hear the voice of Elohim speaking out of the midst of the fire?
Yes.
As thou hast heard?
Yes.
And live?
And yes. Watch this.
Or have Elohim essayed to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation?
Go take him a nation from a midst of another. We are the nation that he gonna take from a midst of another nation. And watch this, how he gonna do it.
By temptations,
Yahweh said, I'm gonna do it by temptations.
by signs,
I'm gonna do it by my signs.
and by wonders,
I'm gonna do it by my wonders.
and by war,
And I'm gonna do it by war.
and by a mighty hand,
And I'm gonna do it by a mighty hand.
and by a stretched out arm,
And I'm gonna do it while his arms stretched out.
and by great terrors,
And by great terrors. Read, watch this.
according to all that Yahweh your Elohim did for you in Egypt before your eyes.
Just like I did in Egypt before your eyes. I'm gonna do this again. Accordingly, meaning I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it just like I did it in Moses' time. I'm gonna do it in this time. Just like I'm gonna do. That's all I need. I'm gonna do. No, keep reading.
Unto thee it was shown
It will show. He gonna show us again
that thou mightest know that Yahweh he is Elohim.
that we know He God.
There is none else beside him.
Ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Ain't nobody else with Him. Ain't nobody with our God. He ain't got no mother and father. None of that. That's right. We gonna know. So the Almighty said, I'm gonna do it again like I did it right there, back then. Accordingly, I'm gonna do it again. And He gonna do it from this country here. Watch the smoke. When the Almighty start doing it again, boy, whole lot of people gonna be in trouble. Scared to death. Trouble. I don't know when and what time, but boy, listen. The clock is ticking. The earth is sick. Y'all chose David, but they chose JC and Haile Selassie. Right. You talking about the Rastafarians. They chose Haile Selassie and the Christians chose JC. He talking about the Haile Selassie is the founder of the what I just say? Of the Rastafarian. Yeah, he's the founder of the Rastafarian. And most of the Rastafarians are Jamaica. They from Jamaica. They Jamaicans. Yeah. He was an Ethiopian Jew. He was an Ethiopian Jew. And that's who they follow. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else got any comment or question about the lesson? Okay, Ron Tor said go to Jeremiah 10:25.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 25. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that they know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name.
That's right. Everybody don't call up on y'all, we're going to get the head knocked off. Popping corn, Ron Tor. Read.
For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him and have made his habitation desolate.
And they're going to have to pay for it. All these Gentiles that did us wrong, boy, you got to pay their coming. You think you're going to get away with doing Yahweh people in, you better start treating us right. You better start doing and how you treat a Hebrew right, give them some money. All you Gentiles that got all this land and money, you better divide it and try to get, if you want the Most High to have mercy on you. Now, if you don't want the Most High to have mercy on you, keep on breaking it off in us. That's all there to do. Because remember, same thing make you laugh, make you cry. What goes up must come down. That's right. And my Almighty is a just God. You think you ain't gonna do nothing his people think you ain't gonna pay for it. Oh, you gotta pay. You play, you gonna pay. Okay, Jeremiah, Psalms, Ron Tor says Psalms 79 and 6.
Psalms chapter 79, verse 6. Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee.
Yep, there you go, boy. You popping corn today. Pour out the wrath. Y'all would pour the wrath for all the people that don't know him. There's a whole bunch of y'all don't know him.
And upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name.
And all the kingdoms that don't call upon Yahweh now. That's right. He gonna do it. Oh, he gonna do it. He gonna bust some heads. Yeah. Now, Second Chronicles 13 5 to 6. Okay, Second Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13. 15 to 13.
Second Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13. That whosoever would not seek Yahweh Elohim of Israel should be put to death,
Whoever don't seek our God, which is Yahweh, gonna get the head knocked off.
whether small or
I
great,
don't care if you small or great.
whether man or
It
woman.
don't make no difference who you is, man or woman. Okay, Nina's out to say Jeremiah 7, 1 through 6. Lena's out to say Jeremiah 7, verse 1 through 6.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from Yahweh, saying, Stand in the gate of the Yahweh's house, and proclaim there this word, and say, Hear the word of Yahweh, all ye of Judah, that enter in at these gates to worship Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Trust ye not in lying words, saying, The temple of Yahweh, the temple of Yahweh, the temple of Yahweh are these. For if ye thoroughly amend your ways and your doings, if ye thoroughly execute judgment between a man and his neighbor, if ye oppress not the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, and shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other deities to your hurt.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. That was good, ladies. Now, Ron Torres said go to Psalms 91 and 10. So, no, 91 and 7 through 10. Ron Torres, Psalms 91, verse 7 through 10. Yeah.
Oh, Psalms chapter 91, verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
That's right. I might say I ain't gonna knock the Hebrew heads off, but everybody else got to pay.
Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
That's right. Popcorn.
Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
That's right. Almighty ain't gonna plague the righteous, only the wicked. Let's see what Miss Rob said. I love having a Hebrew Sabbath day family to come and congregate in the name of the mighty Yah. Praise the mighty Yah, sister. Miss Rob One Love. That's right. You said a mouthful. Because it's hard to get us black folks to do right. Yeah. But I'm surprised. I'm very surprised, and I appreciate y'all, brothers and sisters, because to put up with me, well, you got to be a cold piece of work, because I ain't got no filter and no sugar. So I know y'all love me. You got to love me to listen to me, because I ain't talking like nobody else. I ain't doing, and I do it for love, and I do it for the Most High. I ain't doing it for the money and the fame. I'm doing it for Yahweh. I do this for Yah and for the love of my people, not only my people, other people too, the ones that, gonna catch hold of Yah, Yeah, so I appreciate all y'all brothers and sisters for being on here every Shabbat, listening to me, because I try to bring it out. I try to talk about things that nobody in the world gonna talk about. I got about 30 videos that I know ain't nobody in the world that made a video about. I know for sure. And I don't even be on no internet or no social media. I just know. Because the things I talk about ain't being talked about. The stuff I teach ain't never been taught. Go to Linda's ought to say, go to Jeremiah 29, and y'all know the truth. Y'all know my videos is cold blooded. I got over 400 videos, and I guarantee you 100 of them you ain't never heard nobody talk about. 100 of them, at least 100 of them. Man, I ain't never heard nobody say this. I ain't never heard nobody talk about that. And I know it. Y'all ain't gonna give it to everybody. You give it to the chosen one. Cool. Go to Jeremiah 29:8.
Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 8. For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you.
But tell you some lies. Cause make people prove something to you. Don't let them just tell you know anything. Make them show it to you in the book. Read.
Neither hearken to your dreams which ye cause them to be dreamed.
Right, hearken to dreams. Something you done lied and thought about. Okay, then as I say Jeremiah 30:24. And this ain't no bragging. I ain't bragging. I'm just testifying, telling the truth. Don't pat me on the back. All the credit belong to Yah. I ain't trying to be better than nobody. I ain't trying to say I'm the best in the world or all this and that. I ain't bragging on. I'm bragging on Yah. All my videos talking about Yahweh. I ain't never talking about me, because I ain't a fart in the windstorm or a poot in the wind. You understand me?
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 24. The fierce anger of Yahweh shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart.
That's right, till he finished busting heads.
And in the latter days ye shall consider it.
You're going to consider it. That's right. In the latter days, you're going to consider it. You're absolutely right, man. Yes, sir. Yeah. That's right. And Yahweh on it. Yes, sir. Yeah. That's what it's all. At the end of the day, when the candles go out and when the smoke clear, it ain't going to be about nobody but Yah. Ain't going to be about no money. Ain't going to be about no job. Ain't going to be about no family. Ain't going to be about nobody but Yah. You understand me? That's the only thing you're going to get you through. Your money and job ain't going to save you. That ain't going to help you. Only way out through this thing is through Yah. The only way out is through Yah. Ain't no other way gonna work. You ain't got no other option. You ain't got but one option, and that's Yah. If you don't go through Yah, you ain't gonna get it. That's right. You got to go through Yah, you ain't gonna get it. Jeremiah 32:32. Jeremiah. Lena's ought to say Jeremiah 32:32 through 33.
Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 32. Because of all the evil of the children of Israel and of the children of Judah, which they have done to provoke me to anger.
And we have.
They, their kings, their princes, their priests, and their prophets, and the men of Judah, and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And they have turned unto me the back and not the face. Though I taught them, rising up early and teaching them, yet they have not hearkened to receive instruction.
That's right. We ain't gonna receive to. He taught us from Genesis to Malachi. Gave us all them books to listen to the prophets, the priests, and the king. But yet and still, we want to follow somebody in the New Testament. You got to be retarded. Got to be retarded. Okay, Ron Torres say go to Daniel 12:3. No, 12:2 and 3. Chapter 12, verse 2 and 3.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
And that's what we're doing now, trying to turn the wicked to the righteous. That's right. We trying to teach Yahweh word to the world. Yeah. Who done tried every other way? Okay. We done tried every other way. It's time to try the law, statutes, and command. That's right. You hit a nail on the head. That's right. Try them and see what them work. That's what they won't do. That's what they ain't gonna do. That's what they don't want to do. Don't nobody want no restriction on them. Everybody want a free land. Do what they want to do. Do what they want to do. That's what's going to get the head knocked off. Doing what you want to do, because they say, I'm grown. I make $100,000 a year. I own my own home. I got my own business. I got my own car. I got my own everything. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Yahweh gonna knock that head off. I bet Yahweh, I can't tell you, but I bet Yahweh can tell you something. Okay, go to Linus ought to say, go to Isaiah 9:16. It's one person in this world can tell you something, and that's Yahweh. Because when that tree fall on your house and kill everybody in there, he gonna tell you something. When he sent that hurricane, mudslide, or a hurricane, mudslide, tornado, drought, flood, hailstorm, and all that weather, boy, he can talk to you. Then man, you talk to me. But when that big old tree fall on your house and kill some of your kids, then you gonna recognize, you gonna realize and recognize, because can't but one person make that tree fall. And nobody else make it fall. You know why he can make it fall? Because he the only one created and made it. Almighty grew the tree. It didn't grow itself. The tree was grown from Yahweh. Okay, he said, let's go. Lena's out to say Isaiah 9:16. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause him to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
That's right. The leaders cause you to do wrong. That's right. If they can't show it to you in a book, what you gonna listen to them for? That's right. You pop the corn, Linus. Ron Torres said Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30 start the 9th verse. 9 through 13.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh.
Ain't gonna hear the law of Yahweh. That's right.
Will say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Don't tell us the truth.
Speak unto us smooth things.
Tell us something that's easy. Tell us a lie. That's when they follow JC. Because JC tell you to go steal. He tell you to do a lot of stuff. He tell you hate your mom and your dad and all them. Everything he say is a lie. This man teach you to do a lot of things wicked.
Prophesies deceits.
Prophesies deceit. Tell us some lies.
Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Don't go past 13.
Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
That's right. Absolutely right. Okay, I'm going to read one more, then I'm going to go and close out, brothers and sisters. As Lena's ought to say, Isaiah 10, 1 through 3. Then I'm going to close out, brothers and sisters.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And what will ye do in the day of visitation?
What you gonna do when it's time to pay? When it's payback, like James Brown said, the big payback. When it's time to pay, what you gonna do then?
And in the desolation which shall come from far.
That's right.
To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory?
That's right. Yahweh say you can't run for me. When I'm finna do something to you, you can't run for me. That's right. You pop a coin, Lena's out. Well, brothers and sisters, I'm going to get ready to close out. I hope everybody got something out of the lesson. And I want to give all glory, worship, praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. And shalom, shalom. Yes, sir. Praise the mighty Yah, sister.